We got to talk about this one thing that I will never forget. This it was when the Royals were about to get married.
They
right?
had just gotten married,
and I was watching the news, and it was on. I think it was NBC News. I think it was the nightly news, and they had a clip from TMZ. All of a sudden, I see Chris Sikkema with the bishop.
Yeah. And
I was just like floored. I was like, "Oh my God, Chris is like super famous."
Yeah, well,
so I gotta understand like what in the world was going on. Like that was like hilarious.
Yeah, the story is I had just broken up with Taylor Swift, and she was writing a whole album about me. It's really embarrassing stuff.
It's coming out April 15th.
Yeah. It's very moving. We're on better terms now, so. No, actually the story behind that, it was so weird. But we were in DC. This is about a week after, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle got married.
Yeah.
And, my boss, the presiding bishop, did the sermon at the royal wedding. And, at the day of the wedding, I'm sitting in not even in Nashville, in a Hampton Inn off an exit in like Cool Springs, Tennessee, the least aptly named city in America. Neither Cool nor Springs. But we're like, my coworker and I were sitting there and we're like, this whole like royal wedding thing, people are going to forget about it in a day. It's like so annoying that we have to spend all our time like working on this. And of course things blew up in our world after that. And so we had an event planned a week later in Washington. One of those like candlelight vigil things that, people are wont to do. But we realized after the fact, like we got to get like security here. We couldn't find like security who would do this for a reasonable price. So we're walking through Lafayette Square after like, delivering this, Christian witness, and the news cameras are everywhere. And they're like, well, you're like a big guy, go like stand in front of him and make sure these reporters don't get to him, because like, what's he going to say? They asked if he was going to run for president. He's like, what are you talking about? But yeah, I'm sitting there.
So
and
you're like the bodyguard?
Oh, I was body manning the presiding bishop, which I pray like will never have to be done ever again for anyone. But yeah, it's me and like my colleague wearing like a full cassock. It's just like, this is the weirdest life. But yeah, we're like TMZ here. And it's like, why? But okay. But yeah, we ended up. The press was everywhere, and we had to duck into a hotel. We went into I think it was the Hay Adams, I can't remember, but into the basement bar, and there were these giant wingback chairs, and we positioned him so you couldn't see him when you walked in, and the rest of us just had to sit there, and they made us order a drink, so just sitting there with a like full beer, not daring to drink it because we have to move at any second, and it was just surreal. Those were some weird days. But,
so there we have it. We have a pseudo celeb here. Yeah, I mean, this is incredible. #celeb.
Yeah,
I mean,
real celeb,
awesome.
real celeb. #real celeb.